Today on the channel, things get messy with the bell-to-bell ringside collectibles exclusive GCW deathmatch Matt Cardona versus Nick Gage.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another bell-to-bell ringside collectibles exclusive unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the latest and greatest in the deathmatch variant bloody edition, Matt Cardona and Nick Gage. But for all your bell-to-bell needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this is our second go around the sun with this pack. However, this is the bloody version, and for my money, I think I prefer the bloody version. I always love bloody figures, so this is pretty cool. And Matt Cardona, Nick Gage, no stranger. We've got Zombie Sailor Toys ×2. Now we've got ×2 in the bell-to-bell collection. And check out the other unboxings of the bell-to-bell collection on the channel. We got all kinds of videos on these. But let's dive in. Let's see what's going on. Dare I say, let's see what all the fuss is about. We might as well. But there it is, old Nick Gage, Matt Cardona looking good. Big bubble window up front. Really like that. Perfect for autographs if that is your thing. Different packaging design on this one as well. I really like that. And then similar but different on the figures. We'll dive into that as well. You got it right down here. You got both of their names. Of course, Deathmatch GCW, Ringside Collectible Exclusive. Little cartoon images over there. The bell-to-bell logo. Little cage barbed wire up top. Same thing on this side. Then on the back, got both figures once again. Same old stuff. No write-up, nothing like that going on here. Nothing to read, nothing to talk about. GCW World Champion Nick Gage at the time, as we do know. But there it is. Bloody background, looking pretty cool. Barbed wire and all. I'm here for that. See you later. Goodbye. And we get the old plastic prison. Got them both looking there. So a lot of reuse, of course. Some of the same stuff we saw in the past with these two. So it makes all the sense in the world that we're going to see it again. But it is a variant. It is painted up a little bit different. Of course, the difference being the blood. And I'm here for some bloody figures. Terry Funk, Jack's Class Superstar, one of my favorite figures of all time. Of course, that is a bloody version. We'll never forget that figure. And now in a long line of bloody figures right here. And like I said, Heels and Faces line have this set coming out as well in a bloody version. But Ringside beat them to the punch. So it is what it is in the old wrestling figure wars these days. But we got the clip ties locking everybody in here. Like a young Todd McFarlane, we're all locked in. We don't want anybody going anywhere, of course, as we know. Locked in at all the arms. Not so much the ankles, just the arms. All right. Pop it out. There it is. Twist ties all over. See you later. Goodbye. Twist tie cleanup. And there it is. And let's dive into these two right here. I guess last time we started with Nick Gage. Let's start with Matt Cardona this time first, but let's start with the accessories first as well. Now, we got some reuse accessories. Makes sense, though, and you could possibly use these with elites, retros, anything you want to. You got a full-on light tube, and you got a broken light tube. So you can choose your own light tube adventure. Got the connectors on the end in silver. Tube in white. Makes a lot of sense as far as that goes. And then you do get a pizza cutter. One of the most dangerous weapons in a death match is the old pizza cutter, as we know. Silver on the top. Black handle, looking good. And then I talked about this before. I'm still blown away about how good this belt is. Man, this thing goes together so easily. I wish we had belts like this from Jazzwares and Mattel that fit together and clasp this nice. First time we've ever got the GCW title belt, as we do know. Looks pretty good right here. Looking at it, looks all right. I don't see any errors or something like that. Let's see, GCW World Champion. Yeah, I don't see any issues. Nothing been bad with this one, just really, really nice. It is a little bit, I still have the Cardona here, it is still a little big for an Elite or Super 7 Ultimate style figure, but it could work. It could work if you wanted it to. You got to choose your own adventure, as we always do say, but it is cool to get a title belt in this pack, and now we got two of these rattling around in our collections if we got two of these packs, which I think is pretty cool. But now let's dive into old Cardona here. We got extra arms with him, bloody arms here. You got the old bicep, thumbs up. I'm trying to to hitch a ride on the interstate. That's kind of what this hand looks like right here, or arm, I should say. You got this one with the old fist, giving it one of these. It's like a little kid flexing. Hey, I'm flexing. Okay, well, if that's how you flex, little kid, that's the way you do it. But it kind of looks like that. And then you got this one here with the old middle finger. Oh, telling everybody he's number one. Love the hands. Love the extra arms on these. And, of course, the bloody variantness of it is very, very cool. And then we get Cardona right here looking good. Bloody crimson mask going on. Blood on the arms. Blood over the tights. Of course, the white gear makes it look really, really cool with all the blood splattered all over here. Same gear we got last time, but with the blood on it. Now, the big difference between this pack is, outside of the blood, is, of course, the shirt. All in red, where it started off white. Just totally a bloody shirt here, of course. Looking very cool there. And then we got blood all over the body. You'll see it in all the glamour shots here, but very, very cool. The amount. So you display this with the bloody shirt on. You take the shirt off. You got to choose your own adventure at the end of the day. A very, very cool one, though. And like I said, I love a bloody figure when done right. And this is a cool way to go about it with this figure here. I really do like the way it looks. Of course, arms do go all the way around. Arms are removable on him. Head, back, forth, side to side. Of course, you could swap the heads between the two versions if you wanted to as well. Legs kind of got a little side to side, a little up and down. Not a ton of articulation with these figures, though. You do get waist articulation. But besides that, that's pretty much it. You do get the Fist of Fury. You got the thumbs up He-Man type head on him. But besides that, pretty much similar to the last one, which makes a lot of sense. And of course, he does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle, save 10% at Ringside Collectibles. But there's old Cardona, the star of the two-pack, if you ask me. Of course, I've known Cardona a heck of a lot longer than Nick Gage in my wrestling fandom. So there it is. But now we get down to old Nick Gage here. Now, he's got the fist and the thumbs-up hand as well, or I should say arm on these. You do got the old deathmatch symbols here, MDK all day going on. No blood on these arms here, though. Just bare. So I'll probably, well, no probably about it. I'm definitely keeping these arms, these bloody arms on him. I'll probably use this kind of arms on the other version, non-bloody, just to make a point of difference. Because anytime I get a chase, anytime we get a variant, you got to try to make them feel as different as possible. That's always a good way to go, and that's what I'm going to do in my collection. We get Nick Gage here, same head, but boy, all that blood on the top of his head is absolutely crazy, down to his face, beard covered as well, blood all over the body. Of course, soft, good shirt once again, nice Velcro, nice shirt style here. Like this one a whole lot. He's got some blood on his body, but you can use the shirt, not use the shirt. That might be one point of difference between the two. Maybe you put a shirt on one and one doesn't have it, and do it however you want to. Choose your own adventure. The bottom half, pretty similar to the last one here. You got the camouflage shorts going on, the black on the legs, and then down to the shoes. You got a little red and white on the shoes as well. Nick Gage on the back. HC the man right here, MDK all day, of course. You got the headgear going on as well. But obviously for me, the weaker link of the two. He doesn't have as much blood, not as much going on as this Cardona figure. But that's just me. That's my impression. But now he's going to fit, of course, on the AEW Jazzwares ringside stand. You don't see that very often, but for whatever reason, he's a Jazzwares guy. That's what he is. He's doing a tap dance. He's doing some jazz hands. He's doing all that. He's fitting on a Jazzwares stand. But looking pretty cool here as we relive that moment of their big death match, the bloody brawl that made GCW, of course, Cardona country for a while, and I guess still is. He still wrestles for GCW. He's just not the champion at this point. But we do get the last versions, of course. There's old Nick Gage. There's old Matt Cardona. You could really mix and match between these if you wanted to as well. If you want two bloody versions, you could use some of these bloody arms back and forth. It truly is a choose-your-own adventure here with the old Deathmatch King, Matt Cardona, and Nick Gage himself, Mr. MDK all day. But there it is, the bell-to-bell collection, the variant edition here against the regular edition. What are your guys' thoughts? Is it a pickup? Is it a pass? Is it a long game? Is it a no game? Is it a I'm not so sure game? Let me know your thoughts on these figures. And if you had to choose one, would you get the bloody or the regular? I'm going to lean bloody. I don't know about you guys, but sound off in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on the old Patreon channel. Patreon, early access to all the channel's videos from both YouTube channels. It also is the best way to support this fair YouTube channel. You can support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Matt Cardona and Nick Gage and GCW2, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.